Hi friends, welcome back to our channel. Now today I will discuss some of the most repeated coding questions. So we are now at day 12. So for your knowledge, if you are new here to our channel, then must go through the previous some video where I have talked in detail about some of the previous year coding question. Besides that, I have provided you the 3rd March coding question too. Okay, so we have already launched a series of this and your response is good, so that is a good thing. So those who are new to us, they must go through these repeated questions and how to take input before coming to this video. So coming to the first questions, and this was the question which was asked in the previous year. So you can see, first of all, I will suggest must try by yourself after going through the questions. Okay, means when I will complete the question discussion, now just stop and pause the video and try to solve by yourself. If you able to solve, then good thing. If you know able to solve, then no need to worry. Try to understand that, and again आप फिर से try कीजिए. Hands on is very important to pass this exam. So coming to the question number 1. So question is, Jack is always an excited person and about Sunday, and it's his favorite day. You know, everyone has favorite day, that is Sunday. And when he gets to play all the day and goes to cycling with his friends. So every time when the month start, he count the number of Sunday he will get to enjoy. So he is very excited, and we usually in childhood try to do this, isn't it? So considering the month can start with any day, be it Sunday, Monday or so on, count the number of Sunday Jack will get within n number of days. Now I am giving you a challenge. Just pause this video and try to solve this. This is not so much hard questions, but yeah, you can say in NQT this is exact question that is being asked in NQT, and this is descriptive question. But when you get the gist of the question, then it will quite easy. Let me give the example, then it will be quite clear to you. For example, one input we are taking as Monday. So input string denoting the start of the month, means month start from which day. So suppose the day start from month Monday, and 13, that is the input integer which will denote the number of day from the start of month. So how many number of day from start of month? Basically you have to calculate the number of Sundays that will come. Okay, so output will be 2. Why? Because the number of day within 13 days or number of Sundays within 13 days will be 2. So that will be your output. So you can go through the explanation. So the month start with Monday, so upcoming Sunday will arrive in next 6 day, and next Sunday in next 7 days, and so on. So in this way you have to basically go through the logic. Now have you come to a solution? Comment here if you know. If you don't know, no need to worry, I'm just about to explain these things. So coming to the solutions, what the logic actually I'm doing here. First of all, I'm including the library, taking the input both string and basically integer. Okay, so you have to basically analyze the question that what actually they are asking, means whether they are asking for array or string or some kind of space separated input. So you have to analyze the questions, and again saying, if you haven't gone through that video now, must go through that. That is very important. That is how to take input. I am in almost in every video I'm telling you that you should go through this scenario, how to take input. And if you don't know now how to take input, then it is quite difficult to solve, though the question is easier. Okay, so what actually here I'm doing, I'm just creating a map of type string and integer and just storing those value corresponding to particular dates. So for Monday it will store 6, for Tuesday 5, for Wednesday 4, and Thursday 3, Friday 2, and Saturday 1. So I'm just creating a map of the string and integer. So those who know the concept of map must comment here, you know about map or not, because map is very important for NQT exam. So this is the map. You know, the map store the value in key value pair. So I'm storing here day basically in string, and here number. Okay, so in this way I will store those value, and I will just try to find those things. Okay, so if a minus m dot substring 0 to 3 greater than 1, then I will just add this to our answer divided by 7. Why I'm doing divided by 7? Because you know 7 will be rotation now, because after 7 days that will be repeated again. So that's the thing I'm just doing. Substring is a important function which help to get the substring in particular string. Got it? So I hope you got the solutions. Now let me first run these things, and then I will just come to Java and other solutions. So this is the same things I have done. I have just taken the string and input. Okay, means the day will start, and let me try to run this. So coming to our solutions example, what they are basically asking. So input is Monday and 13. So Mon and 13 you can check. So just I'm giving the value Mon, then 13. You will get the 2, because there will be 2 Sunday between that. From Monday, if you will start from Monday and move to 13, so 2 Sunday will come. So this will be your answer. So you can go. The question is not so much difficult, but just you should know how to take input, and You can use your own logic. If you know other logic, then must comment here. I'm just applying here the map concept. You can use various logic, no need to worry about that. Okay, coming to next, that is the Java solution. So what is actually Java solutions? Importing java.util.star, taking the input, again here creating the array string, okay, where I will store those value Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and all those things, and I will traverse the array. Now I will check that if here I dot equal string, because I have to compare that value, whether I'm getting that particular day or not. So if I'm getting, then I'll just break and result equal to 1, then remaining equal to 6 minus I, because the weekend start with 7 days, so 6 minus I, this will get value. Now if n greater than 0, result plus n by 7. So this will basically help to traverse the loop. This is the thing I'm taking. Suppose this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So again loop will continue now. Again it will start from Monday, Tuesday and so on. So that's why I'm doing n by 7. So this is a simple solution. Coming to Python solution, Python is quite easy. Declaring the main function, taking the input string and integer and declaring the map. So in this way, basically in Python we create map in this way. First of all, this will be your key and this will be your value. So I'm just storing those for the sake of counting those value. I'm just applying the same logic which I've started in a C++. So I hope you got the logic. Coming to next and second, again this is a very important question, and this was asked in 2024 as well as 2025 exam. Again saying friends, you have to read the question properly. Okay, question will not be that much difficult, but yeah, you have to know the logic, you have to know the input scenario and output scenario, that whether they are asking space or not, whether they are asking the array or whether they are taking array as a string or as a number. So you have to analyze all those things and just do this thing. Okay? So coming to questions, question is airport security officials have confiscated several items. Confiscated means they have basically caught some illegal item, you can say. Okay, in Hindi we call जब्त करना. Okay, so ये जब्त कर लिया कुछ items को of the passenger at security checkpoint due to some security issue. Okay, and you know currently Iran war is also going on, so this is just update. Okay, so all the item have been dumped into huge box array. So each item poses a certain amount of risk. So this is the risk. So risk means they have categorized the risk, that 0 means no risk, 1 means little bit higher risk, 2 risk means there is further higher or highest risk, you can say. So here the risk severity of the item represent array of n number of integer and value, and the task here to just sort the item. This is the gist of question. What they are asking, you might waste your time in just reading all those things, but those who are pro or those who have solved the question from our playlist or those who are following us, now you can get the gist. This is the things, the core point of this question, that sort the item based on their level of risk in the array. So you have to just do here what? Yeah, you are right, you have to just do the sorting. So risk value ranges from 0 to 2. You can see question, you might at the first glance you might be thinking that this is very difficult or hard question, but when you will read the question, I will get the logic quite big. So you can apply any sorting algorithm, but I will suggest must apply the efficient sorting algorithm. Don't use any, what can I say, brute force approach, because that might get TLE and you will waste your precious time in the exam. Okay, so what is the input? Input suppose is 7. Now taking these input, that is the separated by comma. So output is what? Just I'm sorting the 0 0 1 1 2 2. So you can also use the sort method, but sort will give the time complexity n log n. So I will suggest use some other approach and efficient approach. Must comment here your code before coming to our solution. Again, I will suggest, if you know now, still you should practice this. Try to write in Notepad on some online compiler. Okay, so let me give the explanation. So explanation is quite easier, that we'll just arrange this and sort this based on risk. So 0 means low risk and 2 means high risk. So this is the important things. Coming to our solution, including the bits std_c++.h, taking the input, taking the array and storing those value in our array. Now while m less than equal to h, so this is the sorting algorithm I am applying. That is just I'm swapping. If am 0, then swap a plus plus am m plus plus. If am equal to 1, m plus plus, else swap am h minus 1. Means for this question are saying that there it will contain just 3 type of elements, 0 1 and 2. That's why I'm using here if else and normal condition. You can also use 2-pointer approach here too. Okay, but since they are saying that just 0 1 and 2 elements are there, so just I'm using 3 logic and 3 conditions. Okay, so this is quite efficient approach you can do. Okay, though some sorting algorithm will also work, but I will suggest must go with these things. That will be basically optimal approach. Okay, for, and you know the time complexity will be order of n for this. Okay, so let me first run these things. Okay, so what was our input? And just have to take the 0 1 1 and 2 combination input. So opening any compiler, I have already copied these things. Now running the values. Take the number of element as 6. Now giving the value with combination of 0, 1, 2. So 2, 4, 5, 6 elements are there. Now it will basically sort those elements. Yeah, you are getting that things. Okay. So in a line compiler, sometimes they take time, so no need to worry about that. You can use your command prompt too. Let me come to the last questions. Okay, but before that, let me just discuss the Java solution. Same things, means logic will be same. Taking the input using sc.nextInt and declaring the array, taking the input in the array, and just basically declaring three temporary variable, that is count 0, count 1, count 2. And the same things means which I was doing in C++, declaring the three variable, and I will just store the count of all those things, and at last I will just insert those value in our array. So again, saying what actually I'm doing, suppose this is your array now. So suppose these are the elements in your array. So 1, 0, 2, 1, 1. Now I will just declare the three variable 0, then 1, then 2. First of all, at the first you can say I'm just traversing the loop and I will count all those values. So how many zeros are there? 1. How many 1 are there? 2. And how many 2 are there? 1. So total 0 are 1, total 1 are 2, and total 2 are 1. So thus we have stored the value. Now what we'll do, just I will basically store all those value in our array. You can also do that. Okay, and otherwise you can apply the same logic. So I hope you got it. Coming to Python solutions, Python is quite shorter code, just taking the input and I will append all those value. Okay, and just I will basically traverse this and append those value. So I hope you got the solutions. Let me come to the last question, that is question number 3. So given an array of size n and task is to find the count of element whose value is greater than all of its prior element. Again, this is the core point of your question, that its value should be greater than all of its prior element. So first element of array should be considered in the count of the result. Okay, so this is the note, and you can say this is the thing you should be also careful in the exam. For example, this is the array. So as 7 is the first elements, it will consider in result and it should be in your solution. Now 8 and 9 are also the element that are greater than of its previous element. So 8 and 9, these are the greater than the previous element, that is 4, and 9 is also greater than all the previous element, that is 2, 8, 4 and 7. So we will store all those value. So total output will be 3. I mean, 3 elements are there which we satisfying our condition. Again saying what actually you have to do, you have to just consider that element प्रायर टू मीन्स दैट पार्टिकुलर एलिमेंट ऑल एलिमेंट शुड बी स्मॉलर मीन्स जो भी आप एलिमेंट को पिक कीजिएगा ना, जो आपका सॉल्यूशन में आएगा, उसके पहले जो भी आपका एलिमेंट है वो शॉर्टेस्ट होना चाहिए. तो यहाँ पर देख सकते हैं 2 को हम लोग कंसिडर नहीं करेंगे. क्यों? बिकॉज ऑल ऑफ द एलिमेंट्स विच इज प्रेजेंट बिफोर 2 दैट ऑल आर ग्रेटर देन 2, बट आवर question what is saying that it should be smaller than that particular number. So 9 will be our in our answer, and first that is 7 तो हमेशा रहेगा, मीन्स जो फर्स्ट एलिमेंट है उसको तो आप पुट करना ही. another thing, so just you have to count those. Again, pause this video and try to solve by yourself. If you solve nice, then come to our solution and you can go through it. So suppose these are the input value of n, that is 5, and then I will take all those value 7, 4, 8, 2, 2, 9, and it will basically give the output. And this is example 2. You can go through it. Now let me come and discuss the C++ solution, including bits std c++.h, taking the input. Okay, and just checking the logic that if a greater than m, means if current value is greater than m, then m equal to a and c++. So this will give the count of value and will just see out. So I hope you got the logic. This is again saying quite easy question, but yeah, main thing that you should know how to take input. Input scenario is important and you have to just go through all those things. Okay, so let me run this code in the online compiler for you. So yeah, run. So at first you have to take the value of n. Let me come to the question, what was the value of n. So n equal to 5, and these are the value I have to take: 7, 4, 8, 2, 9. 5, 7, 4, 8, 2, 9. So 5, now 7, 4, 8, 2, 9. So it will give the value as 3. So our output is coming. So I hope you got the logic. Now Python and Java, you can just go through it. I will provide solution there too. Okay, so just go taking the input, same things on logic applying. Okay, and traversing the loop and just checking the condition that prior element is less than or not, and just giving the output. Python is quite easier. So I hope you got it. If you still have any query, I will suggest feel free to ask your comment here. And friend, keep supporting us. Your support is important. And soon, means at 10th March onward, NQT exam will be out. So from that day onward, we will solve the question which is asking in the current year. So I hope मीन्स करंट तक आपने अराउंड कम से कम 40 क्वेश्चन आपने प्रैक्टिस कर लिया होगा. ओके, इन स्ट्रिंग बेस्ड क्वेश्चन अराउंड 12 क्वेश्चन वेयर देयर एंड फॉर नंबर बेस्ड आल्सो 10 to 12 क्वेश्चन था. सो अराउंड 40 to 45 क्वेश्चन का आप लोग का कलेक्शन हो जाना चाहिए. एंड इफ यू वांट पीडीएफ ऑफ ऑल दोस डेज देन यू कैन आल्सो ज्वाइन व्हाट्सएप और टेलीग्राम ग्रुप. ओके, सो कोई भी डाउट है फील फ्री टू आस्क हियर. मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में. थैंक यू.